Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Hi, my gremlins and ghouls. How are you doing today? Where are we? You may be asking yourself. Are we on like a third island that Sam never told us about? Like it's just a secretive island. I somehow have procured myself 3 switches. I'm just like the richest bitch alive and suddenly I have 3 islands. No. We are here on Mugwump, which if you remember is my jungle island, or should I say was my jungle island. It is not anymore. Now Mugwump is it will be, the spooky autumnal island of my dreams. So what I'm going to do here is just run around the little area that I've already built and discuss kind of like the changes that this island undertook to get to this point and why I did it, and just some like general updates for this channel and just all together, you know? Before we even get started, can I just say like thank you so much for, at the time of recording this, I have 148 subscribers. That's absolutely bonkers, can I just say? Thank you so much to everyone that subscribed and comment on my videos and like my stuff. It means like an incredible lot to me, especially since I'm just using this channel as kind of like a scrapbook for my Animal Crossing content, and it's just for fun, so it means a lot that there's people coming along for the ride. So thank you. I just wanted to say that so people knew that I see it and I'm very thankful, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. Alright, so here we are. This is my new entrance. I know this is actually the area that in my last video I built the jungle entrance in. RIP to that. It was my last build and it's just not there anymore. I completely tore it down, but at least I have the video evidence that it was there and it was pretty. I did like it. The problem was with this island in general was that I just was not attached to it. You know what I mean? I think that the jungle theme was really, really incredible. However, you might be seeing someone up there. I think you might have seen him earlier as well. And I think we just gotta get him out of the way. Just approach the elephant in the room. Approach like probably one of the biggest things that have happened. You can see him. One of the biggest things that have happened in like the 3 weeks that I've been gone. I found Vladimir. Boy, I found this man. I found him. Oh my god. He's so freaking cute. That's my baby. I found him on a hunt for this island, Mugwump. Vladimir is meant for my other island, my circus island, which I promise I will have content for soon, I hope. But he's meant for Wuggle. He's supposed to be the groundskeeper on my circus island. However, I found him on a villager hunt for this island, and there was no way I wasn't taking him. So the goal is to when he moves out or has to move out, I can just transfer him to Wuggle and all will be right in the world. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's freaking crazy. Vladimir is here. Vladimir came home. That's crazy. On the wrong island, but at least he's here, and he is just as good as, I hyped him up to be. He is baby. If we run right over the bridge, you can see I fully embraced the spooky theme. I was heavily inspired by the wonderful Halloween / autumnal, I don't want to say Halloween, but like autumnal, spooky, gothic island that I toured called Bleakfall. I have a video up of that. And on Bleakfall, there's this wonderful, I'm not sure if it's this bridge or the stone bridge. I think it's the stone bridge. This wonderful like canal bridge that crosses over directly to resident services, so you can see the view to resident services, and I just absolutely loved that. I loved the way that it looked, and I really wanted to recreate something similar here. Of course not the same, but I loved the vibe, that you were crossing over to a different part of town. And here is Sly. He's enjoying the bridge too. You like the bridge, boy? He's so cute. Sly will absolutely be staying on my island. He is one of my favorite jocks ever. He's so freaking cute. And don't tell like my other island, but I think I'm gonna be bringing Teddy over. Oops, yeah, yikes, I said it. If we cross on over to this side, you can see that this is where my Abel's is. I plan on doing the opposite end, like the left side of this kind of plaza area to be where my Nooks is. So they're kind of on opposite ends so that if I have anybody coming to trade or to visit, you know, you can just kind of easily get to the shops. It also gives this very like homey town feel. I wanted to really kind of summon feelings like East Coast spooky vibes, but like, you know, comfy spooky, you know, that kind of like comforting, warm, autumnal energy at like near like a coastal town. The main goal with this area is to really create kind of a hub of activity. I know that my villagers and the villagers in general like to hang out around resident services, so any area that's near the front of your island or the airport or anything like that is usually where you're going to see them. Part of what spurred on this change in theme and just this overall just 180 shift was that I was feeling like wildly uninspired on my island. Like, really and truly, I was just not having the jungle theme. I think like it had overstayed its welcome. Look at baby. Let's go sit down and chat for a bit. But oh, of course he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave. Don't leave me. How dare he? Oh, how dare he? Maybe if I sit here, somebody's gonna sit with me. Probably not, but maybe. We can hope. We can dream. We can pray. Yeah, but I had just gotten to the point where I just wasn't inspired by, you know, what I was building anymore. And I was, you know, I think it got to this really bad point with building on this island where it just wasn't fun anymore to build. I think part of that has to do with the fact that I started filming my builds, which is very strange for me personally. Like my usual way of building is to get cozy on the couch with like some coffee and plug in some music on my headphones and just kind of build whatever for hours, or just build and then get up and do something else, or just, you know, just vibe. It's just a very cozy kind of comforting thing to do. That's usually that's how I enjoy building, and that's how I built this area, was just on my own time without even bothering to film it, because I think filming it adds in like another dimension of like you have to, you know, be organized and be fast and quick, and, you know, because otherwise you're going to have so much to edit, or like otherwise this, that, and the other thing. And it just turns what you make into a product, and it was rubbing me the wrong way, especially when I wasn't 100% into the theme. I was like, okay, so just checking boxes off of builds that I needed to do, like, oh, I need to do this, then I need to do that, and then it needs to all be cohesive, and this, that, and the other thing. It was all leading to like building the island, like building Mugwump as like the jungly kind of like historical, interesting, like lost in time kind of island, building it, then releasing like a dream address for it so that people could like walk around and explore it, and then completely tearing that boy down. Like I was planning on just like burning it to the ground and restarting with this kind of idea that I had had for quite some time, was to do just like a comfy, cozy autumnal island. And I realized, like, I toyed around with this for like 3 weeks. That's why I've been gone for so long, was I was going to like start like other builds, and I was like, why am I starting builds on this island that I'm just excited to like tear down? Like, no matter how pretty or cool they are, I'm just gonna be like tearing everything down. And the idea of like tearing apart like the entire island was just so daunting. Like, tearing apart what I have, you know, right now is semi-daunting, but it's a lot less intense than like if I had filled in every space. Like, I can't imagine having to like dig up all those damn trees and flowers and whatever else I would have placed, like all the objects. I would have been inundated. I'm currently inundated with a bunch of objects that like I need to like give away to people. Or do something with, because I don't know what I'm doing there. So basically the turning point of all of this was I let Flora leave. And she asked to leave, and I just said, "Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm just gonna, like, I kind of want to go villager hunting. Like, I haven't gone villager hunting in a while. I want to go villager hunting. And, just like, if I find someone that I like, I might take them home with me." And lo and behold, I found Bella. And I know I was real, like, sassy and rude to Bella in my last villager hunt on this channel. But, like, low-key, I love her. Like, I always love the underdogs, and she is a little baddie. Like, she is a legend. She gives me, like, Electra Heart vibes. She is the kind of girl that would hold a seance and like own a motorcycle and like could beat anybody up for you, but also like makes like wonderful cupcakes and always has like nicely manicured nails, and she's just like a cute queen, and I love her. And I'm so mad that I was disrespectful to her before, because now she's like honestly one of my faves. She's not leaving. She is so awesome. I love her. But suffice it to say, I found Bella. And once I found Bella, I was like, okay, well, we can always, like, we can buy an amiibo for Flora and move her back in. Like, it's fine. Like, this isn't earth-shattering. This isn't, like, the end of days. Like, I don't have to change my whole theme. Like, ugh. And then, I let Anka go. And I found Tasha, who is my main bitch. Like, I've wanted Tasha for, like, ever. For probably since I started the game. Like, I love Tasha. Also, side note, Nintendo, why isn't she a sisterly villager? Like, that's a crime. That's, like, a legitimate crime against humanity, Nintendo. And I will die mad about it. But she's awesome. She's a freaking skunk, guys. She's a skunk. She's wonderful. She's one of my favorite villagers. Honestly, all of my new villagers are my new favorite villagers, because they're people that, like, I have wanted for, like, so inhumanly long. And I finally, I bit the bullet, and I was like, frick the themes, frick everything. I just want my guys. I just want them, And then I let Klaus move out, and I found Nan, and suddenly it was not maybe I'll change my theme, maybe, I'll just get everybody's amiibos and move them all out and stuff like that. Oh, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. I was like, no, full steam ahead. We're doing this, Queen. You have no option otherwise. I think because I was just like, I was having fun with the villagers again. I think my favorite part about this game is really creating, like, a town or area that really feels alive, that you feel excited to go and play in. And with villagers that you want to give outfits to, you want to decorate things for, you want to make like a world for them, and that's really what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to make like a town that was fun for me to play in, and the old Mugwump just wasn't like that anymore. This island is heavily inspired and fueled by my love for late 90s, early 2000s Halloween properties, especially like Disney Halloween properties like Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, the Haunted Mansion, things like that. It's a big source of comfort for me are those movies. They are very fond, nostalgic childhood memories. And I always wanted to live in those movies. Like, growing up, I grew up in Hawaii, and so we didn't really experience the change of season or Halloween in the typical way of, there's like leaves on the ground. It's like there's a cool chill in the air. It's like the energy is spooky enough that it actually feels like Halloween. You don't really get that in Hawaii. Not to say anything bad or shitty about Hawaii. Hawaii is a wonderful place to grow up in, but when you grow up and you watch these movies that take place in these like autumnal, idyllic East Coast towns like Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town, these wonderful autumn, like just fall places. It fed my imagination so much, and I just really wanted to just jump out of, you know, the sunniness and the water, sunshine, surf, you know, kind of atmosphere, and just jump into like a gloomy, omnipresent, but still fun and warm place, you know? And so, because there's such a source of comfort for me, building in that kind of theme just feels good. It just makes me feel happy. Looking at the builds that I've done on this island really make me feel happy. I love being able to use the in-game paths and just really make something that feels, one, like I can actually play in it. Like, my other island was, I don't know, it didn't give me that, you know, functional kind of feeling, whereas this one, I feel like it's actually functional. Like, I can play the game as it was meant to be played here. And other than that, it just feels right. It feels like it's more aligned with me as a person than the previous theme, which was a facet of my personality, and this is also a facet of my personality, but it feels much more right. I'm much more of a cozy little bitch than I am like a tropicore little bitch. So, yeah. I think that there's such a push with like Animal Crossing content on YouTube, and to a lesser extent just like the Animal Crossing community in general. There's such a huge push to finish your island, or, you know, have a completed product, or, you know, upload your dream address and, you know, make it as this thing that other people can experience. And while I think that's wonderful and I love that aspect of it, I think what I really love about the game got lost in this push to just, you know, have like this one thing. I think a lot of what I see, or the kind of culture on YouTube, is, you know, finish an island and then you just never go back to it. It's like it's there, it's a thing you've made, and now you move on to the next thing. You know, I think themes can be very helpful, and of course this island is still themed. It's like a Halloween-y autumnal island, but I don't want to just be that. And I think when you do that, you really limit yourself a bit with the replayability of this game. Personally, when I restricted myself to only one theme, I found myself reusing like the same like 10 to 15 items consistently throughout my builds, just because they looked good and they aesthetically matched the rest of the vibe of the island. And while it looked good, like it legitimately looked good, that's why I had such a struggle on tearing it all down. It just felt very repetitive, and it felt like I didn't have much room to really put my own stamp on it and make it mine. I wanted to make an island that I could play for long term, that I wouldn't want to tear apart, and if I wanted to change things or alter things, I could, but the fundamental things on the island and the vibe would stay the same. And I really wanted something that would speak to the type of person that I am truly, and I felt like this was more closely aligned with me than anything else. All this rambling and waffling is all to say that I needed a change, and this felt the best for me. And honestly, if you're out there and you want to do something different with your island, don't keep building on something that you don't like just to, you know, have a finished product. I say this as someone who, throughout everything that I've ever done, I have countless works in progress, I have countless abandoned projects, and I know that's like, you know, big yikes, but it's the truth. When you work creatively and you have so many ideas, you want to do them all, and I think it's no fun to spend the limited amount of time you have, like, wasting away trying to conform to an aesthetic that you're not really, you know, with anymore. So thank you so much for listening to my nonsense, and ending credits, Sam. Will see you in a sec. Hey, hi, hello. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I know that it was a very rambly nonsense kind of video, but I do appreciate if you watch the whole way through. I know that the subject matter also only is really important or relevant to me, but, you know, I just thought, you know, why not fill you guys in on where I've been and just what's going on in me big old brain here, you know. I'm being sarcastic, of course. Regardless of anything, I hope that you had a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.